Hello, and welcome back to the Fallen Tree. This video started early in the spring, when the May apples were just coming up. The geese were looking for a place to nest. And the mourning dove came back to visit again this year. So this project, we're tackling the door to nowhere. So this video has been coming for a long time. I've been working on it slowly all summer long, starting with clearing all the brush and debris that was in front of the door to nowhere. The next project's going to be a little addition onto the back. But first, let's get started with the door to nowhere and give it a place to go. So this project's going to start, much like most of the projects around here, with a good sturdy foundation. But I had an opportunity to reuse and recycle some wood from an old pool deck that was still in great shape. Little weathered, but very sturdy wood. So whenever I get the chance, I'm always trying to conserve nature and reuse and recycle whenever possible. So let's get started. Okay, so I got these posts set to height. You can see there was a lot of roots that I had to dig through, so a post hole digger wasn't going to work. It would have just corkscrewed its way down. So I'm going to get that filled with concrete, throw in a little rebar, and then we'll continue on the door to nowhere's bridge. So as you can see, I left the sonotube up a little bit and let the concrete spread out at the bottom, adding more surface area for the downward pressure of the deck. Next, I set the ledger using the help of my laser. We're using lag bolts for this ledger that are going directly into one of the supporting beams of the cabin. So this afternoon we got it framed. Probably come out tomorrow and put the decking on. So the door to nowhere will have a door to somewhere once we're done here. The joist hangers would have been like $15 a piece for this. So I used a method
I learned back when I started in construction. We called them FHA blocks is what I was taught they were called. And this way you put these blocks in between and you can nail both sideways into them and into the joist to create the same effect as like a joist hanger. So, but for now, I think the pond's calling. I think I might cast in a few lines and see if anything bites.
With the harsh climates and long winters around here, I'm using a vapor barrier in between the joists and the decking boards. That way any water or snow that sits on them isn't sitting on top of the joists, and hopefully will help prolong the life of this build. Now that the deck's done, it's off to the siding. And this is possibly one of my favorite parts. I was able to take some wood that I milled and make a couple deep reliefs for a little artwork on the cabin. And this is by far one of the favorite things I love about working out here. We had a couple visitors come, and I was able to sit back and watch two fawn playing around for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. Here's just a little bit of what I got to see. Okay, and now we're complete. We don't have a door to nowhere anymore. We have somewhere to go from the second floor. A way to get over that drop off. The rail was also recycled from the deck that I removed. So I hope you enjoyed this part of the build as much as I did. If you did, and you haven't already, click like, subscribe, share it with your friends. This will help the channel grow and the algorithm recognize that you want to see more of this. And I'll see you on the next video. Until next time, my friends, I hope you're enjoying the journey. Thanks for watching.